Do you know you can become a Poland citizen within a couple of years, whether you come in as a student or as a worker, without marrying that citizen? You know, a lot of people are trapped. They are in marriages and they're not happy. A lot of people don't know that you can actually become a citizen. There's a way you can become a citizen. I'm going to be sharing this with you on this video. So if you're here and you're a student or you're a worker or you're planning to move here to study here or to work, I have a solution for you. So make sure you watch this video to the end and start planning towards these things so that when you come in here, you will know what you can do or what you need to do from the onset. Alright guys, welcome to my channel. If today is your first time, I want to welcome you especially. And thank you so much for coming here. I want to ask you to subscribe because there are other informative videos like this one on my channel. So if you want to come in to Poland through studies, or you want to come in through work, or you want to come in through a volunteering program, right, there are videos for you. Okay, ensure that you stay glued by subscribing and clicking on the bell, and make sure you watch those videos. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, I'm going to talk about first thing first. Then I'm going to talk about the requirements and the documents you need. I'm going to talk about the preparation tips. So first and foremost, you need to be legal in Poland. So you will need to come in here as a student or as a worker. There could be other ways that you can come in and probably change your visa. You know, I've made a video recently about you coming into Poland through another Schengen visa, you know, then maybe using a school to extend your visa, then getting a student residence permit, or using a job contract and work permit to extend. To be sure about that, you need to consult an immigration lawyer, right, to guide you on that one. But the most important things I want to talk about is that you should come into Poland and be a student or be a worker. So if you have any of these that I've mentioned, either student permit or work permit, that is residence permit as a worker and residence permit as a student, or maybe a work visa or a student visa, then that is the first thing first that you should have in place when thinking about this. So let's say, for example, you're a worker, right? You came into Poland and you got a job, and through that job you're able to process a residence permit for 3 years. Okay, so I would recommend that you apply for a residence permit for 3 years if you're a worker in Poland. Okay, ideally you can get a 3-year contract. It depends on your employer, or if you have like a permanent employment in Poland, like permanent contract, then I would recommend that you apply for a 3-year residence permit. Okay, so you know that with this 3-year residence permit, after the 3-year period, then you still have 2 more years. Okay, so after that 2 years, the additional, that is making it 5 years, then you can be eligible to apply for a permanent stay. Okay, but remember that for you to be able to file your application, you need to have a certificate stating that you have some level of Polish proficiency, I think at B1 level. All right. There's an alternative to that. If you're not able to pass the exam, or you don't want to take that exam, there's something I found out. In my city in Poland, for example, you can go to a particular school, all right? So when you go to that school, okay, it's like a school where, like a vocational school, basically, all right? You go to that vocational school, then you take a program in Polish language. For example, you take florist program, right? Then the florist program is a 1-year course. After you take that florist program and you graduate, then you don't need to provide Polish language certificate, all right, or take the exam. So with that Polish diploma, you'll be eligible to apply for the permanent residence. But remember that you should have stayed in Poland legally for 5 years. And within these 5 years, you should have worked for 3 years. Before I talk about the documents you need, okay, apart from the Polish language proficiency or the alternative I talked about, let's talk about the scenario whereby you are a student. You came into Poland as a student. So in this situation, what they're going to do is that every of your residents in Poland, including your visas, are going to be halved. What do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, your first residence as a student is 1 year, right? So if they are calculating it, it's going to be 6 months instead of 12 months. Do you understand? So that means that for students, you have to have stayed 10 years. Yes. So for students, it takes longer. All right. So me, I would encourage you, if you're a student in Poland, get a job. All right. And through that job, okay, if they're able to provide you with job contract and some document like that, maybe they can give you. There's one document they call annex. If they're able to provide you that document and some document that immigration will be asking you, and I think PIT 11, I would encourage you to use that one to apply for a temporary stay or TRC, and ensure that you apply for 3 years. Okay, if you can get it from your employment. If your employment allows you to apply for 3 years, okay, ensure that you apply for 3 years so that it becomes easier and closer for you, so it doesn't take long for you. Now, apart from the Polish language requirement or the alternative I talked about, and apart from the duration requirement, which I said that you should have stayed in Poland legally as a worker for 5 years, and this period of 5 years you should have worked for 3 years, you know, as per lawyer, as per an immigration lawyer, you should have worked for 3 years. And the next requirement is that you should have PIT 37. Okay, I think this one you can get it from the tax office or something like that. You should have PIT 37. Then you should have all the work contracts. So ensure that all the work contracts you had from the beginning, all right, keep them. Make sure that you keep them somewhere so that when you are applying for that permanent residence, you would submit them at the immigration. I believe you can be able to submit the photocopies. Probably you might need to notarize them, you know. Anyway, I would recommend that you contact an immigration lawyer for more explanation and more clarity regarding these things, okay? In a situation whereby you studied in Polish language, so let's say the medium of instruction of the program you're currently doing in Poland is Polish. In that situation, you don't need to provide Polish language certificate. You don't need to write that exam. You don't need to enroll in a vocational school later for 1 year in order to achieve a Polish diploma. You can just use your diploma to apply. But if you're in Poland and you are studying English, if you can't speak Polish, then I would recommend that you enroll in that kind of school, right? So you go to that kind of vocational school. By the way, the one I contacted is free of charge. So it's a 1 year program, the Florist program, and after you finish the program, they'll give you a Polish, like a Polish diploma, and you can use it to apply for your permanent residence. After you've applied for the permanent residence and you've gotten it, then in 3 years' time, all right, after 3 years of getting that Polish permanent residence permit, you will be eligible to apply for citizenship, all right, which is so exciting. This is the dream of so many people. You know, it's a dream being a European citizen as a black person or as an Asian or as a Caribbean. In order to know the documents you'll be needing for that citizenship application, I would recommend that you consult an immigration lawyer close to you or any immigration lawyer that you can find to brief you more on that. If you need information on how you can apply for your TRC, which is the temporary residence permit in Poland as a worker, I've made a video on that. And there's similarity between that working or worker residence permit and student residence permit. Okay, so I would recommend that you watch that video. All right. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, you would like me to explain more, you would like to meet with me, and you would like me to give advice tailored to your need, then feel free to do that. The link is in the description under this video. All right. When you go there, you'll see "Talk to me one-on-one" or something like that. Then just click on the link, book, or do the needful. Then after you've done that, contact me on Instagram or Facebook. All right, the links are in the description. All right, then we'll set up a time according to when both of us will be free. Then I can give you more explanation regarding these things, or any other information you want. For example, information regarding moving to Poland for studies, or moving to Poland for work, or moving to Poland through volunteering. And also we can do a CV for you. Let's say, for example, you have a CV and you want to upgrade it to European standard CV. The link is also in the description under this video. All right, just go there, click on it, do the needful, and contact us on Instagram or Facebook. If you liked that video you just watched, please give me a thumb up on this video and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Okay, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop content. And if you have any question, please put in the comment section below. Okay, till I come your way again, have a great time. See you in my next video.